Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's up? This is Papa Bale and welcome to the channel. So here I've made a few adjustments. I've got rid of the trigger coil. I got two reed switches here and we got phenomenal spikage with the reed switches. It's just way different. It's a lot less smooth. It's really choppy, but that chop is torque, which we don't get with the trigger coil. So here I'm going to start it with the one circuit. And that'll settle down once it gets going. But there we go. Okay, so we got our wave from the magnetic induction, but once we throw the other circuit, you're going to see the switch to a spike. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, activate. See that? Now what I need to do to make it legit is hook up this battery right here with a toggle switch, an on-off switch like this. And then we'll be able to hook up our our generator circuit. We'll have our diodes attached to each end of our 30 gauge strand, and we'll plug it parallel into the batteries and we'll see what happens. Boom! Well, actually, it'll kind of just boil over, But that's some fabulous spikage. Actually, it's not very big spikes. It's only like between 10 and 30 volt spikes, peak to peak. So they're very small spikes in this. That's this coil. And then when I turn that coil off with the switch down here, it mellows out into a wave, which is like a saw blade wave. It's very spiky in and of itself, but it's not activated, if you get what I mean. And then we'll replace the power supply with the other battery once I get the toggle switch hooked up. So this is 12 volts. And I've got a special bearing underneath the wheel here that it's resting on, which is extremely good at spinning. So that adds a little bit of spin, extra spin. Let's see what the milli. But before I couldn't even get a single reading on this wavelength. Huh. And now it's like gone. I don't get that. So I don't know. That doesn't look right at all. Maybe we'll have to turn it off and then turn it back on. I don't like it when my equipment doesn't work right. There we go, some spikage. But it's still like not good. I don't get it. Did a clip come undone or something? Doesn't look like it. Oh. Oh, I see what the problem is. Let's go time, back. Huh, that sounds weird. Maybe that's the bearing I put in there. Alright, now exit voltage. So it's very small spikes, but they're definitely between, I don't know, 10 and 38 volts. Really cool. I think it's really cool, and we're going to see if it's going to work probably later on today. What I mean by work is that these batteries should charge each other via the flyback spikes. So two things are happening here. One, the activated wire is not activated anymore, and it slows down when I turn this off. So it gets wider and it gets less spiky. So we'll turn it off. See, spikes dissipate and it gets fewer waves because it slows down. Anyway, so that we're running it with a 12 because all I have is two 12-volt batteries right here. But you know, this is a 24-watt power supply, or a 24-volt power supply with the 20 amps, and this is 24 volt when you tie them in series. So I ran it with 24 volts and it works with 24 volts, but we won't be able to do the flyback thing with 24 volts until we get two more of these batteries, and then we can charge the series, and the series can charge each other. And yeah, it'll be awesome because the spikes are that much more pronounced with 24, and there aren't any gaps in the spikage. All my coils are experimental, and they do not reflect what anybody else has done thusly. I like the number 666. So these coils right here are 20 gauge with 666 turns and 30 gauge, wound parallel, counterclockwise. Alright, you show me another person that's got a coil like that, give them my number. Alright. I don't think you're going to find one. I really don't. It's a challenge too. I mean, if you want to make one, make one. I think they work pretty well. 12 volts. That's our spikage. Alright. So, let me just make sure we got an end here. Yeah, it'll work. It's tiny, but it'll work. At least I don't have to make another coil just yet. Because the 30 gauge strand on this coil here broke at the seam, like right there. But we got that much of it, so we can make do. I love it. We're gonna do this, and this thing is gonna run forever. Just kidding. But it'll run for quite a while because these batteries last for quite a while, even without charging them. Anyway, I hope that there is a way to charge these. Maybe this charger down here can charge them if this fails, because I would like to use these batteries fully charged batteries. So if the charging with this fails, I would like to be able to charge them. So hopefully the T-Energy charger will work. Alright, now the power is completely off. We got our wave. Which will produce a little bit of electricity even when it's off, which is awesome. So I'm thinking that the connection here is going to be a diode across. We'll get it. It's virtually this coil will be charging that coil's battery and vice versa with the 30 gauge strand. So this will be awesome. Thank you for tuning in, and the double reed switch flyback loop relay thingamabobby is underway. And the reason I think it'll work is because it's 180 degrees, and when this one is being hit, this one won't be being hit. And so the power won't be being drawn from the battery, and the power can go into the battery. You just got to put the diodes in the right place. And virtually there are going to be two diodes, one on each end, and they're both going to be facing the battery like this. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. Have a great night, great day. Please subscribe. Bye now.